Okay, okay, my audio's good.
Yeah, we're in. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 2 Con universe. My name is Party Pete, and welcome back to another episode of Roundtable.
Romans table, yeah.
God damn it, I wasn't ready for it.
Oh yeah, well, you want to do it again?
I could have harmonized.
Do we want to harmonize?
Let's do it again. Let's do it
All
again.
right, all right. Welcome back to another episode of 3, 2, 1 Roundtable. You guys didn't do it.
I was about to do it. I was about to say rhombus though. That's my bit. Okay, do it one more time. One more time.
All right,
Other top.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of 3, 2, 1
Roundtable.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was all right.
Yeah, I liked it.
That was all right.
No, it's
The only
fine.
show
Fix
on
it in post.
YouTube. Fix it in post? Yeah, okay. The only show on YouTube that we're all consistently a part of.
Yeah, actually.
Yes, very
That's
good.
a pretty good way to describe it.
I mean, as far as it is right now, I haven't done a figure review since September. And he hasn't done this thing we're doing within in 2 months. And
Well,
I
you
still
know,
haven't learned how to edit
and
videos.
you haven't learned how to edit videos. There you go.
It's
Perfect.
fine because anyway, Mr. Sunday Movies told me personally. I'm sorry, Nick Mason from Weekly Planet, because he's friends with everybody. He told me that the algorithm, the viewership in January and December, it's not that good anyway, so it's fine. We're good. Just a little off time.
Wow. We're actually getting into analytics and shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's right. That's right.
Well, we're back with another episode, of course, because I keep saying that. And guys, what are we talking about today?
Oh man, we're talking about King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh yeah. This episode
That's the name of the title, right?
No. I won up that. I won up the movie. I said it was King SIMP versus CHADzilla. There you go. Oh, we got Dead Cell 42 in chat saying bets on Sandro cursing first, but that was actually Trey. You said shit.
Actually, let me correct you there. I said, "God damn it."
Oh yeah.
Is that still a curse word technically?
I mean,
Because if you say God by itself, it's fine. If you say damn it by itself, it's fine. But together, they're like a curse word. I'll understand.
wasn't that like in Maine or something? Isn't it just as bad as cursing?
I don't know. It's more.
I don't know. You can't even eat pork according to that book. So I don't know.
I'm going to hell. I love bacon and pork chops.
And pork belly and pork shoulder.
Yeah, pork belly and pork shoulder and tamales and pork butt.
Anyway. Okay. King Kong and CHADzilla. Or King SIMP.
King SIMP and CHADzilla. All right, so new trailer came out this week. Finally, after many months of much ado about nothing. And yeah, great book or great movie?
It's a book. Well, it's a play. Whatever.
Wait, what? It is? All right, well, whatever. We'll keep moving on. Anyway, yes. So trailer comes out. Everybody's in it. I guess. I don't know who everybody is, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter because King Kong's there and he's fighting Godzilla. And also Mechagodzilla's in there too.
Supposedly.
Spoilers?
Maybe supposedly. Not. I mean, there are a lot of leaks from like different toy fairs and other kind of scenes that they have, like in the international trailers where apparently Mechagodzilla's in the background or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it spoilers, but here's my thing. If you saw King of the Monsters, and this is a spoiler, so you haven't seen it, I mean, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and we'll see you next time. But if you haven't seen King of the Monsters, go back and watch it because they keep a head of Ghidorah. And technically, they're going to make Mecha Ghidorah with that head, I assume, sometime down the line.
I saw it. I remember that.
Yeah, and that's what we all thought. We were like, oh, man, yeah, it's going to be cool. And then, like, Mecha Ghidorah is going to come back and, mess up Godzilla or whatever. And then they're going to have to get Space Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla and all these other Godzillas. But I don't know. I think us getting Mecha Godzilla in this movie is going to be pretty cool, if indeed we do get him, because we definitely don't know. Wait, is Godzilla a he or a she?
Look, does that matter? Like, I'm serious. I'm being for real. Like,
it's 2021.
There's always a debate.
Is that the
20
kind of
Is
question? Is
Godzilla
that the
here
kind
or
of question you
she-
should be asking in 2021, Pete?
It's 2021. We got to set the record straight. We can't dead name anybody, and we can't definitely misgender anybody. So is Godzilla a guy or is it a she?
According to the hit 1997 film Godzilla, starring Matthew Broderick, Godzilla is asexual.
Well, what
I
does
was
that
just kidding.
mean?
It's not a hit.
So
but,
like a seahorse?
Seahorses aren't asexual.
Oh
Yeah,
no. Wait,
No.
what? A starfish?
Yes, starfishes are.
I
Sea
see.
cucumber. No?
What?
I don't even know if those are technically alive.
Oh, they're alive.
Dax is on
Dude,
fires in the chat right now. Props to Sandra for not wearing black. Yeah, you know he's wearing a weird llama t-shirt.
It's an alpaca.
Oh
So
man, Did
it's an
Dax just
alpaca.
bring
Look
up-
at it. Look at this beautiful specimen. Look, I'll be honest with you.
What's
I
it say?
mentioned to my mother. I mentioned to my mother-in-law once that I like llamas and alpacas, and then boom, I get all this stuff. I'm not even joking. I have like masks with them. I have like PJs with them. I was like, whatever. It's
You have PJs of alpacas.
Yeah, there's somewhere. I gotta find it. I have too many clothes, man. Well, anyway,
You do realize or whatever? I'm gonna put up a poll to see how many people want you to wear those next time.
please don't, because I'd have to find them, and I have so many clothes, man. It's so many clothes. I'm so blessed, but also so many clothes. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. What did y'all think about that trailer? Like when you first saw it, we were like, "Whoa!" Or we just like, "Oh, this is fine."
I mean, I get pumped for Godzilla. I mean, we're both into Kaiju. We grew up watching the movies. You know.
Yep.
I'm sure Trey saw a couple of them too.
I did.
So
You
remember-
watched Clifford, the big
I
red
watched a lot
dog,
of
so that counts.
I watched a lot of the Godzilla Adventures or Godzilla and Friends, whichever cartoon had Godzuki in it.
Oh.
No, I did. It was on Boomerang, and I was a child.
You want to know what I could show our age right now? I remember watching like the 3-hour blocks on Cartoon Network under the Super Shunk 3-hour block.
I remember that.
Yeah, dude, that's showing my age. People probably don't even know what the hell that is, but it's a real thing. Super Shunk Cartoon Network. That was great.
So Dax is on fire says to wear the pajama top only like poo.
He needs you to Donald Duck it.
I mean, technically, I could be like, you can't see my bottom. I could be pantless right now. We don't know. I'm not gonna get up.
Hey, what does your
True.
shirt say?
What?
What does the shirt say underneath the alpaca?
There's nothing there, dude. Oh wait, there is something. Oh my god.
It says no prom llama.
It's a llama. You're supposed to.
It's the same. It's the same. All right, that's what it is. That's fine.
No.
We're not talking about this shirt, guys. We're talking about King Simp and CHADzilla. All right.
I don't know,
We're
man.
not-
The people want to know.
All right.
Actually,
so, go
how
ahead.
badass would it be? If there's a llama kaiju. That'd be pretty cool, right? I'd
No.
watch that. I'd watch it 100%.
I mean, I didn't say I wasn't gonna watch it, but it's not cool.
Okay.
Speaking. Okay, look. Since we're talking about kaiju's in general, I'll kind of deviate a little bit, and we can get back to the movie. Andy and I and Amanda were in the car, and then she posed a huge question to us. She was like, "Okay, is Clifford the Big Red Dog a kaiju?" And Andy and I, at the
It's a
same
stupid
time,
question.
Yeah.
absolutely.
How is he a kaiju? He's not even bigger than a house.
Dude, yeah, he is. Have you seen the Clifford the teaser? He's huge.
Yeah, dude, that's a big damn dog. All right.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a teaser yet. I thought we were talking about Clifford the Big Red Dog from our books.
We are, dude.
We are.
There's a
He's
live action
bigger,
movie coming
he
up.
is bigger
Did
than
you
a
not hear
house,
about it?
though.
He's about as big as a house, dude. He sits behind the damn he's got his own home in the backyard.
Look, his house is probably bigger than my house, okay?
Yeah, he has a mansion, Trey. So you know. It's just,
I hate when you
That
guys
would be a
do.
big ass house, dude. Okay. All right. While you guys are talking about this, I am able to Google. So, how big is Clifford? Red Dog.
The big-
Back,
All right.
back to the movie. Well,
Okay, so we're getting in the chat right here. We got an FU Andy from Mr. Welch, and then we also got You got a sad face. We got a 3-headed llama like Ghidorah. Oh, 3-headed llama like, kind of like the Jersey Devil, but with 3 heads.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
and like the personalities are the 3 hyenas from The Lion King. Perfect. We just wrote the movie.
Wait, with Flea also?
Yes, especially with Flea. Flea's the middle.
Flea's
We're
the
gonna
middle?
deviate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Flea's the leader.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I don't remember, man. I don't remember that movie. It's old. Remember that live action though. That movie pissed me off. But anyway, I digress.
Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the animated feature because it's Ed, Sanzi, and Bonsai.
Yeah, but
Ed was the dumb one.
Ed was dumb, but he was played by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You do realize that I am just finding this out right now?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
I did not know that, dude.
Checking that meme.
Wow, I know their names.
No.
I didn't know who played them. I know it was Whoopi Goldberg and then the other two.
Yeah, I remember. But I was also gonna say too, another conversation when you were talking about that Clifford thing, Trey, the anaconda from Anaconda, it's a kaiju, right?
No. Oh
Yes,
God,
it
it's just a
is.
big
It's a
snake.
kaiju. It's a 40
Dude,
giant snake. That's
Clifford
a kaiju.
is 25 feet tall.
That's a kaiju. There you go.
Oh, all right. They literally had to make King Kong bigger so he can qualify as a kaiju.
How big does that have to be? Huh?
Okay.
What is it?
All right.
Okay, well, hold on. Would Gundams technically? Oh, you didn't even let me finish.
No,
They're piloted.
Well, so is Mecha Godzilla, and he's still a kaiju.
I have never
Okay,
heard no
see,
one in this planet ever call him a kaiju. I don't think so.
See, that's just inconsistency.
All
So
right.
whatever.
Dex is on fire. Is Barney a kaiju?
No,
Why not?
Because he's as tall as.
he's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, who do we know that's tall? Boom. A typical kaiju is usually at least over 20 meters / 65 feet tall, which is the largest a creature following real world physics can get.
What's the link to that so I can change the definition later on tonight?
Dude, I'm gonna send you to Ultra Fan Wiki.
Oh, great, perfect. It's a wiki. That's like
man.
no one edits a wiki.
All right. Is Grape Ape a kaiju from King Brachion 92?
Look, dude, we're gonna go into like a horrible like.
This is a rabbit hole waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I can feel it. Okay, what about the crocodile from Lake Placid? That was a pretty big crocodile.
The only thing that has come out in any movies is that stupid mega shark or whatever it was called.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a
yeah.
kaiju.
That's a kaiju. Yeah, that would be a kaiju.
That's like, there's no doubt that thing was a kaiju.
Yeah.
Hey, you all know a spoiler? Have you all seen that movie?
I have not.
You want to know a spoiler? I can spoil it right now.
Is there 2 sharks?
Yes. That shark you see in the trailer is a smaller one. There's a bigger shark after.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Would the
Okay,
bunny
okay.
be a kaiju?
All right, we're going off on another tangent again.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We
No
gotta
more
talk
bunnies.
His dragon is a kaiju. Loch Ness Monster is real. That's all I gotta say.
No, he's not. No.
No, he's not. The guy who took the original picture literally came out and said it wasn't real.
Yeah, he was like, haha, trolled. 1960s troll.
No, he's just trying to keep. Man, screw y'all. All right.
Wait,
That's the Israel.
All right, Trey,
That's
what have
it.
you found out? What have you got? What do you got for us?
What about the what?
I don't know. You were like, hold on, and then we
Well,
started
we
talking.
just got to get back to King Kong Godzilla.
Okay, well, yeah.
What do you guys?
Okay,
What do you guys think of them making King Kong about 3 times the size he was in Skull Island?
Well, I mean, technically, Kong Skull Island takes place in what, like the 60s?
Yeah. I just found that out earlier. Whatever. Apparently, it took place in the late 60s, early 70s, somewhere around there, and that he was still adolescent.
He's
at
got to
that
get.
time.
I mean, yeah, he's got to get bigger.
But yeah, I know
So
because
did
if
any
not,
of y'all see
Godzilla
that
would
movie?
eat him.
Did any of y'all see that movie?
No.
Skull Island.
Yeah. Okay, man. I'll be honest. Like, I watched that movie. I hated that movie, but everyone says it's great. But like, yeah, in the movie, there is you see like the remains of Kong's parents, and they're gigantic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
he is literally just like an infant here, but like, well, not an infant, but like I guess I don't know. Let's say 12 years old. just started listening to My Chemical Romance, about to get in that angst, something like that. But but yeah, like
Damn it.
that movie. The movie was kind of corny, and I just found out. I also looked it up. They kind of did it on purpose, like I don't know, just like a throwback to those like old school movies. Like the cast is phenomenal. Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, Tom Hiddleston, John C. Reilly, Brie Larson. Like the cast is like insane, but like I don't know, it just kind of pissed me off when I watched it. I don't know why. Like, well, I can tell you why. Really quick. There's one scene when Brie Larson like does something, like she shoots something, like, and the way they shot it, it's like slow mo and like fucking like slow mo, and she shoots it, and like her hair is like perfect. It's not. She's been outside like for 2 days straight fighting monsters and everything, but it's perfect. Perfectly clean and everything, and like you can see like the makeup on. The makeup looks perfect also, and that shot just pissed me off because I'm thinking like, there's no way this woman has perfect hair and makeup after 48 days trying to survive out in the jungle fighting off monsters.
48 hours.
48 hours. I'm sorry, but
also,
yeah, dude. Like,
does she have perfect hair forever?
Oh, it's a sick reference. Sick reference.
That was a deep cut. That was a deep.
Went right over my head.
We got some chat. So, fun fact: Mothra's wings aren't actually nearly large enough to support her flight based on the mass of her body. Got an anthropologist in the chat, right?
Look at Patrick ruining the illusion.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is a kaiju, and if Kong's parents are dead, does that mean possible Kong Batman? Absolutely.
Kong Batman.
The Titan that Aaron's mom is bigger than Clifford. Well,
that ate Aaron's mom.
Aaron's mom is bigger than Clifford. Wait, so could the Titan eat Clifford?
Nah, they only eat people.
I'll spell out my beer because that side just made me laugh. But no, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Titan would beat the crap out of Clifford, man.
No, I didn't ask beat. I said, would he eat the dog?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, sure. All right, so the reason why, I know why you watched Kong Skull Island, because you always watch kaiju movies. You saw that one movie with Anne Hathaway, and she was a kaiju. You made a whole freaking video about it.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah,
why?
Dude, movie, dude.
It was on Sandra Goes Off. You already did a kaiju episode. Why are we doing this again?
Yeah, I did do that.
You were like a kaiju historian, and you were drunk too when you were doing that also.
Oh, I'm not drunk right now. I mean, I'm getting there.
Yeah, there you go.
Not drunk right now. But no, I mean, like, that was a good movie too, man. But we're not going to talk about that. I will say this. Did you all notice in the trailer, again, this is from the trailer, that King Kong's, like, loaded. You know, he's packing heat. He's got a freaking axe with, like, Godzilla's, like, spiky thing.
Dude, it's so cool. I think that's really badass about them, like, evening the odds or whatever, because, I mean, let's face it, all the memes are right. It's a thermonuclear giant lizard or whatever versus monkey.
I mean, but it's a really big monkey, though.
I mean, yeah, but now he's gonna start doing all these monkey things, like making tools and using his thumbs.
Hey, guys, I got a serious question. Do you think King Kong is going to go ape?
Man, dude, if you were here in my... Actually, I'm going over there tomorrow. I'll punch you in the face tomorrow. Just remind me. Just remind me.
Oh, we just lost 10. We just lost all our viewers because of that.
Oh, this channel's never getting off the ground.
By the way, subscribe to this channel if you like what we're doing here. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Share this with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Share it on Facebook and Twitter.
And Instagram and
Instagram and wait, what? Not Tinder.
You can't share on Tinder.
I mean, you can send a link. If you have a Tinder, let us know if you can share the link.
Basically, share it on every platform that Trump is banned on. Oh, we got political. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, not again.
Politics in here. Can't do it.
Dax is on fire. TreyPewPew, fight a regular-sized monkey for research.
They're still smaller than me, right?
Not a gorilla.
He said a monkey, dude.
Not an ape.
He didn't say anything about fighting no damn ape.
Wait a minute, though. Wait, if King Kong is not a monkey, that means he's an ape.
Yes. Yes. He's an ape. Yes.
Where are you guys going with this? Like, seriously.
I don't know.
Apes are just bigger, like, and smarter. All right.
I just want to be right about one thing, damn it. That's all I wanted to do, okay? Like, if he's not a monkey, he's an ape.
But, people say they also love this trailer. I don't think no one's brought up the fact that it could suck. Just saying, could suck.
Absolutely. And it really could suck.
Yeah, I mean, we already know from plenty of movies that the trailers don't mean a damn thing.
That's true, too. Because, I mean, they made... Gosh, what movie did they make look good? Well, I mean, every Fast and Furious movie they make look good in the trailers, but they're all garbage. And
okay. Not all of them garbage, all right?
Okay, wait a second, Pete. Those movies, they're not great, but they're not bad. Some of them are fun.
You too? Are you serious?
Dude, part 1's hilarious. Part 2, also pretty funny. Part 3, did I watch part 3?
I didn't watch part 2, actually.
There are 8 movies, okay? There are 8 movies. You gotta like
add a spinoff.
You gotta talk about the last 3 if you're gonna talk about Fast, because it is not the same kind of movie anymore.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, we're talking about Fast and Furious movies, not just those last 3.
Anyway, they're fine. But yeah, I want this movie to be good. I still like King of the Monsters. People hate King of the Monsters, and I love that movie. So,
who hates King of the Monsters?
Well,
if you're the chat and you hate King of the Monsters, let me know, and then subscribe anyway because you're wrong.
Okay, look, so I work at a hospital, and we have a movie system kind of like Netflix, but it's like hospital proprietary, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we have Godzilla, King of the Monsters on the movie list. And every single time I walk into a room and a patient's watching, I'm like, oh, heck yeah, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And every single time, the patient's like, this movie is stupid. I can't believe how stupid this movie is. Like, consistently. But they watch the whole thing because there's nothing else to do. They're in the hospital. So they watch Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and they're like, man, this movie sucks, but I have nothing else to do. I don't know. It's just really sad.
I don't know, man. I'm just a Rodan mark, so I was just like, I see Rodan, I like it. That's it, man.
I already saw my favorite meme earlier from this whole King Kong thing.
Was it
just a picture of Donkey Kong and Godzilla, but Godzilla had a little red cape and a crown, and Donkey Kong had a tie on. I mean, King Kong had a tie on.
Wait, was he King K. Rool?
Yes.
I'm with that. All right. Alfred says, I want Congo style Kong. So like Amy Good Gorilla? Is that what you
Amy's sad.
Dude, that movie Congo, man. Damn. That's a deep cut, man. That's 90s right there.
The Congo gorillas are terrifying, dude.
They are terrifying.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah, if any of those got kaiju size, it's over.
Yeah, fuck that. No, it kind of gives you like the whole like different perspective on the versus part of it, because maybe Kong just wants to reason with Godzilla through the use of sign language, and Godzilla doesn't know sign language, so he's like, no, throw it down. That's the way it's
That's why he's angry, because he knows sign language.
That's why they get it. That's why they get to fighting, because Kong is like, yo, hey, Kong, good gorilla, or whatever he's doing. The name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And then, Godzilla doesn't know what he's saying, so of course he's gonna be like, what? You talking shit? I'm gonna hit you with my tail. And then he whips him in the face. And then it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. It's on like King Kong.
Oh, man. That's very good. Well, I don't know. I just hope we get... I mean, it comes out... We don't have to wait so long. Like, what? We gotta wait, 8 weeks?
8 weeks,
something like that?
Coming to HBO Max and theaters, wherever movies are being played still. I haven't been to the theater since 2019.
Same. The last time I went to the theater was Sonic.
That was 2020.
Was it? It was at the very beginning, though, right?
The very beginning, yeah.
I saw Sonic also as like my last movie, or it was either Sonic or Birds of Prey. All right, it was one of those two movies.
Birds of Prey.
Hey man, you know what? Birds of Prey. I'm gonna say it right now. Hot take: Birds of Prey is way better than Wonder Woman 1984.
Ooh,
all right,
that is a hot take.
That's a hot take.
Damn.
All right?
Yeah, you said that movie sucked.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. We got more in the chat. When are we getting a Honey Badger Kaiju? When Honey Badger starts giving a shit. Does it have to be American Sign Language? That is a huge question because Godzilla is Japanese.
I thought sign language was like universal at this point. It's not. No.
No, I don't. Well, oh shit. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, I think it is universal because if you're
yeah.
trying to say something else, or in English, you just spell it out, right?
Or you could just do.
Yeah.
Just like that. The Rock has a cameo trying to teach Godzilla sign language. Gets blasted.
That would be amazing. That would be incredible.
I never saw.
I would stand up in my seat and like just give this movie an Oscar right now.
What's wrong with The Rock? You don't like The Rock, Andy?
No, I love The Rock. That's what I'm saying, man. If this were to happen, The Rock makes anything better, like Fast and the Furious.
I agree.
So it's just like it's.
Oh, I hate you,
dude. I was totally into the whole Fast and Furious becoming Ocean's or Ghetto Ocean's 11, I guess.
No, you mean Gangsta Ocean 11, fam?
It wasn't that gangsta.
It was gangsta.
I don't care who you are, dude. Vin Diesel cannot be gangsta.
And then everybody outside the theater and like their Fords and their Toyotas are revving their engines, and after they see it, they're just trying to get into the spirit of it. Like, and they're like 4-cylinder beaters, You got.
I didn't know there was the spirit of Fast and the Furious.
That's the spirit. And then you got the one guy in there who actually has like a nice car. It's like a Mustang, so they're like, yeah.
Granny shit like you should have.
Maybe Kong will try to communicate with Godzilla, then Godzilla will hit him with a nani. Oh yeah. Did anyone see the trailer for PG Psycho Gorman? Actually, yes.
I did not yet, but I saw a few of the thumbnails and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
All right. Okay. So Psycho Gorman is a movie on what's that streaming service? It's like a horror movie streaming service.
Shudder?
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's on Shudder. But yeah, the premise is this little girl and this, I guess her brother, like they find like this thing that brings upon the apocalypse. But if you hold the thing in your hand or if you have it in your possession, the dude that rises up, Psycho Gorman, he has to obey you. So they pretty much are just asshole kids to this guy. And and it's a crappy suit like the Power Rangers. Like it's a crappy like monster suit.
That's what I saw the thumbnails.
There you go. And then there's other people in crappy monster suits. Oh man. It looks so good.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna go check it out in a minute.
I'm gonna have to look that up then. Let's check it out.
Yeah, no, I mean you definitely, if you haven't seen it yet, you actually definitely go look up Psycho Gorman, but don't leave yet. We still have a lot of show to go.
King Brachion has a good one.
King Brachion, he says, "Can't wait for Kong versus Godzilla, but with Ed and Eddie sound." Oh,
dude, we should get that trailer and re-edit it with those clips, and we'll get 1 million hits. We should do it.
Yeah. We'll just
and then we'll give credit to King Branch. We'll give him credit for the idea.
Oh man!
Good old Ed and Eddie.
Produced by King
on HBO Max now. Can watch all of it.
It is on HBO Max. I went back and saw a few episodes, so I'm like, man, this show looks like crap.
They all look like crap, man.
Yeah. So anyway, we're excited for Kong vs. Godzilla. Thank you everybody for chiming in on that. We're gonna move on to what? Resident Evil 8? Villain.
Big sexy vampire lady. Oh yeah.
So
let's go.
So I actually haven't seen this trailer.
Damn it, Pete. Okay.
What?
I haven't seen this trailer. Okay, so I know. Okay, so look, I frequent message boards specifically about video games over on Reset Era, and they've been talking about Resident Evil 8 for almost 2 years. And 2 years ago, it was a first-person game, and I immediately got like, don't like first-person Resident Evil. Not a fan of them. Just
Love it.
They're just too slow. They're just too methodical. And then, I just didn't get into it. It's too narrow, also.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
The proportions in the game don't make any sense. Everything is too narrow.
It's supposed to be narrow. It makes it scary.
All you do is go down hallways in Resident Evil 7. That's all you do. You go down a single narrow hallway, and then you go outside, and then you go into another house.
Did you play Resident Evil 1, 0, 2, 3? I don't know, any of the other 6 games?
Whoa. Hold on. Because
narrow hallways, Pete?
Okay, there's choke points in 2, and in 1, and in 3. Those are all natural. Resident Evil 4 opened that pit up, and then so did 5 and 6, and not 7.
But in Resident Evil 4, you eventually go inside a building, and then another building, and they're small and narrow, and it's claustrophobic because it's supposed to create tension. So
he's never played Part 7 anyway. Don't listen to this madman. He loves the action porn of Part 6 and Part 5. That's what his Resident Evil is.
Part 6 is so good. It is the best Resident Evil game.
No, it's not. Hold on. That's like a Michael Bay film. That Part 6 is like the Michael Bay film of the Resident Evil.
And it's a great movie. It's better than Transformers. Fight me.
Okay.
First of all right.
Maybe.
Andy. I'm gonna ask you. Is he trolling me? Does he really actually like RE6?
I don't know. I think he's serious. I think he's dead serious.
I love that game. I honestly think it's a good game. It's okay. Look, all right. It's ridiculous. It's a stupid Resident Evil game, but all the Resident Evil games are stupid when you really think about it.
I mean, yeah, they're ridiculous and stuff. That's why you should totally play 7 and give it a chance.
Yeah, dude. Like that game,
it's so good narratively. The graphics are great. Like it looks good. Yeah, I was a little upset about there wasn't too much of enemy variety or whatever, but the RE engine was new at the time. They did what they could.
Well,
but this game I know you see the trailer, Pete, but this trailer looks phenomenal. The RE engine, you could tell they've worked on it the past few years because like it looks incredible. Like all the architecture and like the environments. It's like top notch. Like I really want to play this game, man. Like
I already had Demon Souls and now RE8. Those are my 2 reasons to get a PS5.
But you have a PC.
What?
So you can have whatever you want.
Okay, let me get a PS5, Peter.
All right. There you go. I love watching my bro play any Resident Evil game when growing up. Even now.
I honestly think the horror genre has really got me like into, I guess, other consoles when I was younger. Because I mean, everybody had a Super Nintendo. Everybody had an N64. Went over to my neighbor's house, played Resident Evil Director's Cut. I got me a PS1.
See, and I played Director's Cut back in 1998.
Yeah, it was around that time.
Way back when. And I was like, oh man, this is the future of gaming. Zombies are going to be the future of gaming. And it was really good.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I really wasn't. But I didn't play it. I didn't play Resident Evil game until Resident Evil 2, and then we played it on the 64. And that was the one Resident Evil game that Andy and I both played, like, from start to finish. So then we got to the point where we had everything unlocked and everything because we were so good at it, or whatever. But I mean, those games are iconic, And I'm not really excited for 8, but I'm gonna try it.
You need to play 7 first before you do that.
Yeah, dude, you need to play 7 because
it's never on sale. It's always $20. It has to be $10 for me to buy it on my PC.
Oh my god, dude! It's just an extra $10, dude. Who doesn't have an extra $10?
I want my extra $10.
Right? Just get it.
Go get a $10 bill. Do it on the stream.
Nobody carries that. Nobody carries that.
Wipe your ass with $10. No. Yes.
COVID, dude. I'm not carrying money right now. It's a figure of speech. God.
All right, we got some chats. Here we go. The cops killed the creator or producer of Ed, Ed and Eddie. Oh,
Jesus.
What?
I shouldn't laugh.
What?
Way to break down the mood, Alfred.
God damn.
Cody Ibushi and Minoru Suzuki are Kaiju too. I mean,
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Who it is.
They're
They're
Japanese.
wrestlers,
They're
right?
Japanese wrestlers.
They're huge in Japan, so there we go.
Of course they are.
Umbrella...
Thank you, Dex, for.
Thank you for that. Umbrella Corps is the best Resident Evil. Not wrong. That game is awesome, but nobody bought it. It was really cool.
Played it. It was fun. I think I played it on the Wii.
No. Umbrella Corps was on
the PlayStation.
No, it was the
first person shooter.
It was the third person.
On rails, right?
No. It was like
a squad base.
It was a squad based third person shooter.
What am I? I'm thinking of Umbrella Chronicles.
Yeah, that was an on rails
yeah,
light gun game. No, Umbrella Corps was a third person shooter with squads, and it was like you got to kill the other squad with like zombies or like in the middle of it.
Oh, kind of like what they packaged the RE3 with then.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
I got it.
There's 9 different stories going on in RE6, and all of them are better than RE7.
Man, dude, I'm gonna punch you in the face twice tomorrow, man. Damn.
3 times.
Just remind me, because I'll probably forget. But, oh man.
Is the construction devastator Kaiju going back to Kaiju's? I mean, his balls are definitely.
Why'd you have to remind me of that?
Oh my god.
How we just talk about Michael Bay Transformers? What happened? What are we doing?
I don't know.
As soon as that scene hit in part 2, I was like, okay, I think I'm done with this series.
Wait, it took you up to that point to be like, okay, I'm done with this series? Up to that point? Because that movie was like.
How old were we, Pete? We were like what?
20 something?
Yeah, and you're what, 3 years older than me?
Yeah.
So I was at least 19, 20. I didn't know, man.
I was very optimistic. I was just like, part 1 was okay. Maybe we'll get better, and it just got worse. So.
I think everybody's the same way when it comes to the movies. They're like, oh shit, I've already bought the tickets. I gotta go watch it now.
Dude, really quick, I don't want to talk about Transformers no more, but I just want to say one thing. Nothing will ever break my heart more when I bought ticket to go see Age of Extinction with the Dinobots, and then they didn't show up the whole. This movie's 2.5 hours long. The Dinobots don't show up to like the last 15 minutes. I was so pissed off. I was like shaking in anger. I was just like, I wasted my life. Like, I just want to see freaking Dinobots. They couldn't give me Dinobots until like the last 15 minutes. They're in the trailers like the whole time. Then, oh man, that broke my heart that day. I was just like, fuck you, Michael Bay.
Well, there you go. The trailers are full of garbage.
Okay. Let's see.
And then Eternal Darkness. Just Eternal Darkness from Alfred. Yeah. They need to remake that. They need to remake that.
They're never going to remake it because the creator, producer, whoever had the studio or whatever was caught for with child pornography. And
What?
You guys never heard this? Oh man, dude, this happened years ago when they were talking about. Yeah, when they were talking about making a sequel, which was around PS4 era. I want to say.
WTF.
I'll bring it up or whatever, and I'll talk to you guys about it in a little bit. But yes, Eternal Darkness is one of my favorite horror games ever made, even though I don't know if I ever play it again. I have a copy.
And then he soiled it. The guy that made it soiled it. Soiled it. All right.
Just like Jeepers Creepers, that guy soiled it too. Also the same situation. Guy's a pedo. Don't watch Jeepers Creepers.
Maybe it's the same guy.
Maybe.
No, it's the same guy.
Maybe they're all Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, got political again.
Yeah, we got political again. We need a political like bell or something. Every time we get political,
or maybe it'll be like cuck. Or I don't know.
Cuck. Yeah, that's true.
I hate you.
But no, one thing like I do want to bring up about Resident Evil 8. Everyone talks about it. We're all going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it right now. the big sexy vampire lady. She's all right, but how tall is she? How tall is tall? Is she a kaiju? You all know what I'm talking about?
She's more than 8 feet tall. They already put her measurements on the internet, bro.
Oh, they did?
I didn't look it up.
Oh yeah. I didn't look it up, guys.
I saw people like analyzing like a normal door frame is about 6 feet tall, and judging by her,
I didn't see that.
like,
Wait, so could she go toe to toe with Peppa Pig?
yes, of course.
I think anybody could go.
No, Peppa Pig is, dude. Look up how tall Peppa Pig is. Google it right now.
I'm scared now.
Oh, and he's got COVID. He's coughing now.
It's allergies, man, and also I'm drinking, and I'm wearing these hot pants, dude. Like,
what pants are you wearing?
Just regular PJs.
Oh, they're not the llama ones?
No, man. I just said I can't find them. I'll look for it. I'll look for it, man. They're somewhere there.
Boom! There you go. Okay, Alfred's coming in clutch with the chat. I looked it up. She's over 8 feet. But who?
Okay, there we go.
The vampire or Peppa Pig?
Pretty sure it's a vampire.
No,
I hope it's a vampire.
Peppa Pig is at least 7 feet tall. So, could she go toe to toe? Technically, there you go. So I mean, another thing about the game that I'm kind of hoping is that it's got a branching storyline like RE2 does, where you have 2 characters that you have to switch back and forth between. It doesn't look like it will, but
I don't think it will, man, because from what I hear, it's just gonna be Ethan. But then again, in part 7, correct me if I'm wrong, Trey. Wasn't there at one point you played as someone else? In part 7?
You played as his girlfriend or whatever for a little while.
Yeah. I remember that. So there might be something like that, but not much else really. But I mean, like, yeah, it's still Ethan. Also, like the fact that Capcom hasn't shown this main character's face. I don't know if you all noticed. In the promotional, it's just like he has like a knife still blocking his face, holding a gun. So it's just like
they're taking the Nintendo route. That's the same reason why they haven't given Link a real voice. They want you to feel like, or make the character more. I can't think of the word, guys.
Serendipitous, anonymous, hippopotamus. One of those words?
No, relatable. Shit.
Oh, okay, there we go. I was close. I was very close.
No, you weren't. Pete, you're muted.
Yeah, Pete, I can't hear you.
Oh shit, sorry. I was gonna do the Fairly Odd Parents thing where it's like lava goose, chocolate mousse, or I don't know.
Okay. Back to the Eternal Darkness controversy, just to let you guys know real quick. There was a Kickstarter in 2013 for a spiritual successor to the game, and it failed to meet standards, mostly because it was a bunch of stuff that Silicon Knights messed up pretty much. But one of the precursors, founding developers or whatever, was arrested for child pornography charges. So, bummer.
Shame.
They should remake it with another studio and call it Darkness Eternal, and then just mirror the whole game.
Completely different. There you go.
There we go. Fix it. Fix it.
But we got a lot of new messages.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. There's a conversation going on.
Well, I mean, what about Fatal Frame?
Yes. That is from my sister. Fatal Frame was one of my favorites too. I think I still have a copy of part 2 somewhere.
You know what though? Fatal Frame eventually got into what, like Koei Tecmo made those games, and then they started adding slutty outfits to it.
Yes, but
and
remember, guys.
Of course they do, man. That's how they make the money.
Yeah, it's Japan. I mean, they're a little more open-minded about stuff like that. It's not as offensive as it is.
Okay, all right. I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. But think about it this way: you are a photographer, Japanese girl, who's taking pictures of ghosts to fight the ghosts. And now they want to put you in a bikini.
Yeah. What's your point?
Are you serious?
That's just another day at Acon 2017, man. That's just what it is.
Oh my god.
You got to remember though, a lot of Japanese dudes don't find it sexy, they find it kawaii.
Oh. Now, Trey, now I'm gonna punch you in the face next time I see you, man. Damn, dude.
You're just gonna be punching everybody in the face.
That's right. Give
well,
everyone knuckle
Little
sandwiches.
shout out to Alfred or whatever for getting me that awesome boo.
Yeah, man, I love
light.
that boo. You got a lot of boo stuff. I noticed. You got boo shirts. You got boo lighting.
I like Ghost, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big I'm a giant Ghostbusters fan. I like ghost stories. I like scary movies, stuff like that.
Oh, so can we? I mean, I know we're still talking about Village. Then it looks like it's gonna be one of those games where you're like, oh look, you know, I got a game that, you know, I got a PC that can run Village, or I got to get a PS5 so I can get this. Okay, so I mean, I'm shooting that right. It looks really good, but what about that Elisa Lam documentary on Netflix, though?
Lisa Lam. Trey, are you familiar with Lisa Lam?
Start explaining it to me, because let's pretend I do, but people in the chat don't.
All right, so if you don't know the story, Andy, do it.
Okay, so this is a story. There was this college student named Elisa Lam, and she was staying at this very notorious hotel in LA called the Hotel Cecile. There's been a bunch of killings over there, like a bunch of strange stuff
I know of it.
happening. Yeah. So like she stays over there, completely normal person, like no history of mental illness or anything like that. And then one day she goes missing while staying at this hotel. And then like days just keep piling on. And then one day one of the people in the hotel ran the water.
I know exactly what story you're talking about.
Yeah. And then they find her on the roof of the building in like the water tank. And they're like,
crazy.
how the hell did she get in there? And the only evidence they have is this creepy elevator video where she's like, it looks like she's running away from something or like playing hide and seek or something. I don't know, but like she's in the elevator, like she looks scared, paranoid, like looking outside, going back inside and everything. And that's all the evidence we have about this woman. It's a very interesting case. And yeah, I saw that trailer too. Actually from Cortez. Cortez shared it. I was just like, hell yeah. Because it's a very interesting case of what happened.
Yeah. I have a pretty good interest in like macabre stuff like that or whatever, so I've heard the story before. It's weird that you bring it up though. Me and my brother were just talking about it yesterday.
Well, they have that new the new documentary is coming out on Netflix, and it's one of those weird cases where everything about it is so unsettling. Like every single thing is like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Like there's no reason for it to happen, or there's no reason that her body should be in the water thing. So it's like one of those things, like at least for me personally, it's like, okay, I gotta read more about that shit. There's gotta be more stuff to it because there's so much weird stuff. And then all of a sudden, you have this, this footage that comes out and it looks like she's playing like the elevator game, which apparently is like a thing. I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, if you guys, anybody in the chat or whatever, anybody who does watch this video later, if you do get a chance, do look up the video. It's super unsettling because she does have a look on her face that she's kind of scared, but it also looks like she's playing a game too. So.
Yeah, like the elevator game. I don't know if anyone's aware of that. It's like one of those online urban legends type thing, kind of like Bloody Mary, but we're in the digital age, so it's spread a little bit faster. But just like a quick summary of what the elevator game is. You're in a building that has at least 11 stories, I think, or 11 floors, and then you do a certain number of sequences on the elevator, and then like it's supposed to supposedly teleport you to another world. Like if you do it right, there will be someone that will be standing right there next to you, but don't talk to them, and then like let them pass, and then you'll be in another world basically, and then you basically have to do the same sequence but reverse to get back into it. It's something like that, but it's like it's very creepy. I probably would never do it to be honest, because so it's like people think that's what she was doing. It kind of looks like that, but like I don't know, like still explain how the hell she got on that roof. Like it's pretty bizarre.
I can't wait to watch that. Like, I love Unsolved Mysteries. I saw the new
The
season.
reboot? That was really
I
good.
love the reboot. I mean, some people are like, "Oh, it's not the same," but it's like, dude, like these things actually happened, and they're like legit. Even the one where the Japanese people were seeing the ghosts, like that was a really interesting episode too. Um, I just love stuff like that. I can't wait for this one to come out because I've actually been waiting for. Okay, so Vanna, for example, she watches that girl that does her makeup, and she talks about like true crime stories. I've been waiting for her to actually do this story because Vanna's never heard of it before.
Ooh.
But
yeah,
now we can just watch it on Netflix and be like, look, this is what this is about. Like, you should check this out because this is really creepy and it actually happened and it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be really trippy. There's some group chat over here.
Are you laughing at what I was laughing at a second ago?
People said that, oh man, this water tastes like human.
No, no, it's true. That's how they found her body. They were just doing a regular check.
Yeah,
I hope they didn't drink that water though.
No, dude, there are people who drank that water and they are scarred for life.
Who showered in it, brushed their teeth with it, and they're like, man, this water's weird.
Yeah. If you guys want to know a pretty good like source or whatever to find stuff like that, there's a podcast called the Lore Podcast. There's a lot of goes all the way back to the first recorded events of like vampirism kind of stuff.
No, nice.
Which actually happened in colonial times, not in Europe like everybody thinks.
What?
That's crazy. Also, really quick, listening to you describe the elevator game creeped me out. Thank you. I described it pretty well, but actually, if you look it up, it's actually very creepy. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, like just type in elevator game like ghost thing, and it'll pop up. It's really bizarre. If you think the way I described it was creepy, just read it. It's kind of bizarre. Yeah, Alfred. It seems like someone was chasing her, and the Night Stalker doc was really good. Did you all watch that?
No, I didn't.
No. It's weird. I like a lot of this kind of like morbid, macabre kind of thing or whatever, but I don't watch a lot of the docs because they are super depressing.
They are. This Night Stalker thing is pretty insane, though. I mean, this guy was just like a pedo murderer killing spree in LA. Like, it's just nuts. I think it happened in the 70s also.
Yeah, I think it was 70s too.
All right, so Gabby also watches the girl who does the makeup. And how long was she in the water tank? We don't know. It was like a week at least.
I don't even think they actually know.
Yeah, they don't know.
There might be an actual recorded thing because, of course, there was probably an autopsy and stuff like that, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Maybe we'll find out when we watch this documentary.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned okay, so the Night Stalker doc that took place in the 70s, and I was talking to Vanna again because we started talking about like the true crime stuff. So there was a study that was conducted a long time ago, maybe not even a long time ago, but I think I'm not going to say to the 90s or a long time ago. Anyway, maybe early 90s, that determined or posed the question that because of the lead content in paint in homes, it caused people, this is back in the 40s and 50s, homes that had lead paint, it caused people in the 70s, kids that would grow up in these houses, to go out and murder people. And when you kind of look at it, it kind of makes sense. 70s had a lot of murders.
I've heard that theory.
70s had a lot of murders. 80s had a lot of there's serial killers like everywhere you look, practically between 1970 and 1995. And it's only in recent times, in modern times, where we haven't really had a modern big serial killer. But what's changed? The standards on, environment. So, maybe that's part of one of the things.
That makes a lot of sense. I was also thinking, man, we should, and let us know or whatever if you guys would watch this, because I mean, shit, if I wasn't a part of it or whatever, I'd watch it. We can totally do like a whole horror / lore kind of thing or whatever. Roundtable too.
Yeah,
have it as a special one.
We'll put that in a pipeline.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I would say it'd be perfect for Halloween, but do we really want to wait till October?
Yeah.
No, man. There's a lot of weird stuff, man. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff out there, and I don't mind talking about that stuff because like Pete about this. I love conspiracy theories, man. I love scary stuff and conspiracy theories.
Oh
like, all this
God,
wacky
dude,
stuff.
have we been? Are you QAnon, dude?
Dude, don't say. The storm is upon us. All right.
No. He's Q Andy, mate.
Oh man,
Q Andy.
I'm gonna start calling you that, Andy.
Don't do it.
Every time I tag you somewhere, dude.
Great.
Q
Now, for those of you that don't know, we're in a group chat. I'm pretty sure by the time this is over, I'm gonna look at my group chat. Your name's been changed to Q Andy. Like, damn it.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Okay, but
Oh, that's a great idea. Valentine's Day horror show.
Well, you know, I might be busy on Valentine's Day, guys.
Well, I mean, for those of us that aren't married, you guys want me to do it by myself?
No. I mean, yeah, we could do something like that. I would totally
we'll
be
work
down.
something out. We could probably work for something.
You know,
Yeah.
It's not that I'm opposed to conspiracies because, you know, sometimes stuff just happens and there's no explanation for it. You know, there's unnatural phenomenon as there is natural phenomenon. But, you know, the really big thing about, you know, conspiracy theories is that they're so vapid and full of misinformation that people will latch onto those and then they won't give it up. And it can cause all kinds of other problems that, you know, weren't originally intended. It was just somebody like, oh, I'm going to say this and it's not going to be true. But, you know, whoever believes it's going to believe it and then that's going to be the end of it. I'll get some notoriety for myself. And then somebody will take it and then they'll bump it up to 11. And all of a sudden, people are busting into pizzerias with AR-15s, demanding to save children. You know.
Oh man, let's. I mean, as interesting as conspiracies are and stuff like that, like the ones that actually have bases in history and stuff, we will. I mean, we're gonna actively try to steer away from all the modern stuff that we've all been dealing with for the past 4 years.
the past 4 years. But you know, I love conspiracies. You know, political conspiracy. There you go in the chat. Political conspiracy equals boo. Nightmare creatures in the forest equals good. Absolutely. Like the speaking of the forest, like, and we can get
devil.
Well, we can get back into after this tangent, but like, you know how people are saying that when people go missing in like the national parks and stuff, it's because
all the missing 411.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I hate reading those, but I love them so much because it's like, dude, how did this person's body end up 200 miles away, and it's only been like 3 days? Like,
oh man, are we gonna bring up that Russian campsite or whatever, where their bodies were scattered like hundreds of feet away from their tent?
Oh, the Dyatlov Path. Yeah.
It's like this is all good stuff. We should probably save it because there's a lot more information about that. I remember reading that thing. I was just like, this is the thing. This is literally the thing, man, right here, man.
Well, there you go, guys. Something to look forward to later.
Yeah. I mean, in addition to all the other content we got coming in, I've spent the last week reviewing a bunch of figures. And I kind of had to get back into the groove of it a little bit. I was a little bit like, I'm not good at this anymore. I think I said this looks cool like a million times in one of the videos, so it's going to sound stupid, but it's going to be cotton, baby.
You know why he said that, though? It's because they looked cool.
Well, yeah, they did. Okay, yeah, there you go. The stairs in the forest, the staircase in the forest. Okay,
dude, that's not... I hate that. I think that's completely bullshit.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Don't talk about it right now because I don't know anything about this, and I would love to like talk about it in an actual.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I mean, if we can bring up like stuff like that or whatever that the other person hasn't heard about, it makes greater conversation point.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So. Maybe we can have a watch this on Netflix and then discuss on Roundtable. Absolutely.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be a good idea too.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So
before we start like diving more into that giant rabbit hole, let's see, Resident Evil 8. It's gonna be good, Pete.
I'm just gonna have to. Yeah.
I mean, at least 7, dude. Come on.
It's gotta be cheap. It's gotta be cheap. I gotta buy it. Gotta buy it for like $5.
I'm gonna gift it to your ass, dude.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'll buy it for you too if you don't want to, man. It's a good game. But yeah. Cyberpunk got fixed, kind of. I don't know if y'all know about
Cyberpunk
that.
did.
I actually did want to talk about Cyberpunk.
All right.
I hate how much hate that
the game's getting. I kind of hate it too. It's getting
annoying. Red put their heart and soul into it, dude, and it sucks because like I do consider video games as a medium for art. These guys wanted it to be good,
and you know, okay,
because of what the actual deadlines and shit that they set for themselves or whatever, they ended up shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, there's a lot more to that. I think the culture about making video games and not having crunch and taking care of like your studio and everything else like that has, you know, kind of been out in the forefront of all these companies that make these big games. You know, they're like, hey, you know, we worked 20-hour days or we worked 18-hour days and we worked, you know, every single day for a year or whatever just to push this game out. And I guess some of the big things that people are really hating on, which, I mean, okay, I'll get to my personal opinion about the game in a few minutes. But the real big thing that people really are latching onto is that from a quality assurance standpoint, and I'm talking like testers were testing this game on every single thing under the sun that could play video games. There were some problems, and they were ignored largely because, hey, we don't have time to fix them because we have to get this game out this year. And then they would come back and say, we didn't know there was anything wrong with the game. We thought that these guys were, or, you know, QA never told us. And then they're like, yo, we did tell you. You guys needed to fix this like 6 months ago and you didn't fix it. So I think that's the real big thing that people are, you know, pissed about. Also, the fact that it says that, I mean, it was advertised as one type of game where it is an RPG. But if you play it, I mean, there's RPG elements, but it is definitely not.
There's a lot of RPG elements in there. But it's like what you said about the whole, what you told me, like, every decision you make is supposed to matter, but it doesn't really feel like that, does it?
Not at all. Not at all.
No, it doesn't.
There are 2 missions. Okay, so I beat the game. I got the best possible ending. Now we're moving into my personal thing about this game. I got the best possible ending in this game. I put 45 hours into it. And I enjoyed the game for what I played. However, the game is far from perfect. And so much to the point where it's like kind of like, okay, if I could go back in time, I would wait 6 months until they actually do something with this game and they improve it and then start playing it from there. Because as is, it's just not enough. I mean, it's a great game. The ending is ridiculously good, but then that's it. Like, it doesn't get any... There's no room for growth, unfortunately, after that ending. So Dr.
Strain made a real good point about it yesterday. If they hadn't announced it 7 years ago, it was like 7 years, right?
No, it was like 10.
It's been a long time. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, if they hadn't announced it then, if they hadn't promised to put it on, you know, current gen consoles,
right.
They hadn't said all these things that were unnecessarily said to build hype for it, they would have had all that time to complete it. No setbacks or limits to what they had to do. Yeah, they pushed it back, but
that's true. Yeah.
all these trailers, all these interviews,
all this hype, dude.
They were just trying to generate hype for a game that was probably already going to sell well because of the company making it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the studio, like everybody knows. But they wanted to generate hype, and it ended up being the worst possible thing for them.
Well, that's the other thing about, you know, too much hype can be a bad thing, man, because your expectations are so high, and then the product comes out, and you're just like, this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, look at Wonder Woman 84.
Or like a Fast and Furious movie.
Mm-hmm. Now, hold on.
There's no such thing as hype generated from Fast and Furious movies, dude.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, you're 100%. I mean, Dr. Strange's totally right about that. You know, another real big thing about this game is that they started making it full time 5 years ago, 2016. They put everybody and they got all the resources and everything else like that. They rebooted this game twice during development, as far as I remember. Or maybe they just did it once. But I know there was a significant reboot of the actual development of the game. And that caused them to push the game back even further. If you play the game, and the game comes out in 2020, or the game actually came out in 2020. 2020 actually matches up with the original game because Cyberpunk is actually Cyberpunk 2020 on the tabletop game.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
most recently, it's
There's a lot of
Cyberpunk
people
Red.
that don't know that, by the way, or whatever. Anybody in chat, like Cyberpunk 2020 is actually, or 2077 is actually based on a tabletop RPG.
A tabletop RPG like D&D, and it is Cyberpunk 2020. That is the original one that came out in like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah, it was in the 80s. Yeah.
So it would only make sense for them to put it out last year because that's when the game was supposed to come out, and that's what the game is supposed to be. And there's a lot of callbacks to that game. And then there's new stuff because 2077 is 57 years into the future. So there's a lot, in between all that they didn't touch in the game, but they kind of alluded to like, hey, here's what the world was like in the game. And if you read in the lore and everything else like that, here's where it ends up. And it kind of makes sense from there. So in that way, I mean, the game is rewarding as far as, because it's rich with lore. But it's also kind of like jumbled up all together, and they're just like, hey, here is what we got, and here's what we made. Here's our campaign. But then they were like, putting way too much effort into making it too broad and giving you too much choices and having too much branching story paths and stuff like that. So it got convoluted and got lost in that translation. Man,
you guys remember Fable?
That was another game that got overhyped and then under delivered. Yeah, I mean, and it's not that the developers actively tried to just be like, yo, we're gonna overhype this game, it's not gonna be what everybody thinks. No, of course, the road to hell is paved with the best intentions. You always want to have your best foot forward when you go into development. They did not. So by the time they needed to play catch up, they couldn't, and they had to drop a whole bunch of stuff from the game. And now modders are adding stuff back into the game that the code is there, but it's incomplete code.
DLC.
Yep. So yeah, and of course they can charge you DLC, or they can update the game. Everybody thinks, or all the people at the half full spectrum of this whole situation is, okay, we're going to make a No Man's Sky like, because No Man's Sky, by the way, had nothing.
That was also another game that like overhyped, and it didn't get fixed till like what, 3 years later?
Yeah.
We're looking at the same situation.
I mean, did you guys see the interviews with the actual developer and stuff like that? The head developer?
Yeah, the dude straight up lied through his teeth.
Yeah, that was horrible.
And it's so bad to watch.
Yeah, that's a weirder situation than Cyberpunk's. Like, the dude actually sat in front of people and talked about features of the game or whatever that weren't even implemented, and some of the things that he said weren't even planned to be implemented.
Right.
So that's an even weirder situation than Cyberpunk was, but I mean, basically it's the same thing. They generated hype for something that they wanted to deliver, which, like I said, my heart goes out to all the developers and stuff like that in CD Projekt Red, but they also have to make deadlines that they set for themselves.
Absolutely. And you can't keep pushing that back or just adding on to it and keeping it out of reach, because I mean, eventually you're gonna have to release something, and whatever it is gonna be what it is. And I mean, even more to the point, when we go back to taking a look at all the stuff that they have planned so far, I mean, they're just gonna do revisions to the game until it's where it's at or where it needs to be, until it's worthy of being purchased and not being returned. But the other thing too, it's like, okay, they wanted to add multiplayer in there. They wanted to add something else in there, which to me actually sounds kind of cool. Like, I would enjoy. I mean,
I don't know about that.
Well, there's a heist mode, so it's like, okay, cool. Like, I'm okay with doing heists. The heist mission in the game is really fun. Like, I would totally play that again if I could have like a friend play with me. But now they might not even have these, because they have to fix the game first in order to have new modes and not charge anybody any money for something that they should have made in the first place. So I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom line is, it's a good game. It's not going
It
to be
is.
as great. It's not going to meet your expectations.
Not
but
yet, at least.
Yeah.
Not yet,
If
at
you
least.
play
Just
it
give
right
it
now,
time.
before any like major patches come out, because I mean there has already been a few, you're still going to be disappointed if you believe all the hype that led up to it. I was never hyped for the game. I'm not big on sci-fi, but
Really?
now I want to try it. I
I-
like stuff, you know.
Like I said, I put in 45 hours into it. I had a really good time. It's hard for me to even watch and sit down and watch like a season of anime. Like, I have to actually sit down and focus. When I'm playing a game and I'm hooked on one and I can put it in 40 hours and no problem. I mean, that's a good game to me. It's just not the expectation. And I think being disappointed is a hell of a lot worse than being jaded or being, taken advantage of, because it's kind of like, oh, we're going to dangle this right in front of you. And like, oh, sorry, not there.
Yep. And then you get let down.
Yeah. So, but hopefully they fix this game and, it's worthy of it. But,
I'd say that we kind of just drop Cyberpunk now, like going forward until like let's see where we're at in a few months down the line. Let's see how it is, and then like if it's newsworthy, we'll bring it up. We'll be like, oh, Cyberpunk is good again.
Yeah.
But anyway, how about that Space Jam 2? Like we'll do something like that.
Oh, Space Jam 2 with LeBron James.
See what you did, Andy?
No, it's fine. That's all we're gonna talk about Space Jam 2. When the trailer comes out, we'll talk more about it. Whatever.
Well,
but yeah, moving. I think we should move along. We're 75 minutes in?
we're 75. So We Make the Line is a segment in every episode where we take a property or a series and we make the toy line for figures that I've either never had toys or they have crappy toys. And this week, what are we doing?
Okay, so I had to have a conversation with my brother, Dr. Strain, again.
Wait, hold on, time out. I just want to say something real quick. This segment needs a theme song. Pete, make a theme song for this segment. Well, not now, but later.
Oh, okay, all right.
We make the line. I don't know, something like that. We'll figure it out.
The toys are crappy, but now we're happy. We make the line.
Wow, that was actually pretty good, dude.
What was that at the end? A trumpet? What was that?
It was either a trumpet or like a piano, like doing the last. I don't know.
Okay,
That's all right.
So I was told earlier that it's my turn, and I had to have a good talk with Dr. Strain or whatever because I am horrible at this. But how many times did you walk into a store and hope that you would find a figure of like Spyro the Dragon, Croc, any of those PlayStation 1 classics or whatever that we did actually like?
Well, now hold on. Are we still counting?
No, I'm talking like PlayStation exclusives. Used to be mascots. I mean, they use their faces or whatever to sell consoles.
Okay, so we're not talking about that Spyro game where they had the amiibos?
No, that was before. Don't. It's also about that. A huge bummer to anybody who played Disney Infinity. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
That's a waste of time and money. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, the figures look cool.
The figures are cool, though.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm talking like PlayStation mascots. We got Spyro. We've got Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal.
Gotcha.
Kratos.
Help me out here. There was another one I was thinking of earlier. PlayStation.
What about that? What about that one guy?
That's what it's called. See, King Brachion in the chat coming in clutch. Skylanders. There you go.
Skylanders. I couldn't remember what it's called.
I was gonna say that wasn't there a PlayStation game with what is it? He has like a skull. He's like a medieval knight. He has like a skull face.
Oh yeah.
Medieval?
Medieval. Yeah.
Yeah.
Medieval. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Yeah,
would that go
Medieval's
in there?
another one.
Yeah.
They can throw the dude from Siphon Filter.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that because they've never made those games. I mean,
They've never done anything with those guys. There we go. Gabby, they have had Crash Bandicoot figures, but not good ones.
okay, so what do you propose? Who would make
The first line.
Oh, Soul Reaver too. Holy crap. I
Yeah,
forgot
Soul
about-
Reaver. Yeah. Damn.
Gex. This guy says Gex.
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 Yes.
I love Gex. Gex.
Well, Gex is
But that's
technically
not
on
PlayStation
Sega
exclusive,
Saturn
guys.
too. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, okay, but look, So, at one point in time or the other, NECA's had licenses to these toys. Playmates has had licenses to these toys.
Mhm.
Toy Biz has had licenses to these toys because Tomb Raider had toys back in the 90s, and so did Resident Evil 2. You can watch that video, by the way, Resident Evil 2 toys on our channel.
Yeah,
That
they're
I
pretty
opened.
sick.
Like, yeah, they're pretty slick.
Yeah, it's gonna be certain ones because, I mean, right behind Pete, we've got a whole 10 Metal Gear Solid figures.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so Metal Gear Solid was a big PlayStation
McFarlane.
property, but
So I wouldn't count them.
yeah,
I wouldn't.
they do have their own line, but there's plenty of other ones or whatever that didn't get the same treatment.
So,
I-
would you put these as like affordable figures? Would we put them as premium, like super off the wall? Because I think one of the things that works for Nintendo is the amiibo line. Because amiibos are collectible, they're under $15. Well, now they're $15 or $16 or whatever, but they're under $20, and you can literally have dozens of them. You can start buying. Of course, you got to go to eBay for a lot of them now because you're not able to get into GameStop and get them unless you're pre-ordering them now, because they don't even send them to the stores unless you pre-order. So would these have better articulation than amiibos? Would we be talking premium figures from NECA?
No, I'm talking $20 price point at the most.
Okay.
I'm not saying we're
Mario
going anything
figures?
like crazy detailed, because I mean, how much detail can you put into Crash Bandicoot really? How much detail can you put into Spyro? These are going to be like blister packs that you actually find in the toy aisle.
Yeah.
I think too much detail. I mean, yeah, you're gonna start seeing $30 figures, $40 figures. Plus, nobody really wants something like Spyro crazy detailed. I'm talking small things like amiibos with enough articulation to where you can actually turn the head.
Okay,
enjoy
that's
stuff
fine.
like
That's
that,
fine.
and maybe a couple accessories. It'd be pretty sweet if Spyro came with one of his dragonflies.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if the dude from Siphon Filter came with that stun gun that we all used for that entire demo.
Dude, legit. Dude, I love that. I love that there's an opportunity to make a line. I mean, there should be an opportunity to make a line for all those classics. And then even the PS2 and the PS3 and the PS4 eras, you don't have to just stay on one thing.
Yeah. We've got, I mean, I don't want to say it because they've already got a million figures, but damn. It just left me. Yeah, because I was thinking something, because we had our PlayStation Smash Brothers. We had that PlayStation All Stars games.
Yeah.
Look at all the characters in there. Like just from that game itself or whatever, you already have their first series.
Yeah, and then you can
But
make
not Fat Princess though, right?
Not Fat Princess though.
Oh man, all right.
Or the explodey guy. Nobody cares about Mr. Explosion.
What the hell, guys? Fat Princess was legit. I used to play that thing.
Yeah, but he's talking about classic, like the first PlayStation, PlayStation 1.
I'm kind of going, as mascots in general, but
Okay.
I don't think Fat Princess.
No, I bought a Fat Princess figure. That I would 100% buy a Fat Princess figure. 100%.
Oh, here we go. We got Dante, Parappa. I don't even know why Parappa
dude, yeah.
left me, but Parappa could come. Damn, he would not. It'd be a little weird if he was articulated. I don't know how the hell they would do it, but I mean, him with maybe the Kung Fu Onion guy.
So I could see a 2-pack there, and then the packaging could come with the diorama or something, and then you'd have the accessories and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Or you could put a voice chip in those, and then they would like do the
Play a
rap.
clip. That would be
Just
pretty
kick
cool.
punch the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would also be like $30 right there, to be honest. I think,
Well, I
so.
mean, if we're talking 2 figures, you got to charge double. If we're
Yeah,
talking under
yeah.
$20, it's $15, and that's 2 figures for $30. You're still getting 2 of them.
Here,
We got-
a lot of these guys were literally like, I can't believe I forgot some of these guys. We've got Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you would have to put one of them in the line first. So who would go in there first?
Jack
You
and
can't have
Daxter.
both.
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, Jack
Yeah,
and
okay,
Daxter.
good. I was thinking Jack and Daxter too. I was just like, don't say Ratchet and Clank. I'm sorry,
Like,
Ratchet and Clank. I'm sorry.
Like Ratchet and Clank is cool, but come on. And here's another good one, Sly Cooper.
Oh yeah, and those games are good too. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat, they say Alfred says Abe from Oddworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good one.
And
Big Daddy
Sackboy.
from BioShock.
Well,
That's
I don't
like,
know why they put him in PlayStation All Stars because he's not a PlayStation exclusive, but he was in it,
yeah,
and
I'm
I
not
think
sure
he would
either.
make a cool figure.
that's
I
weird.
think you could do
And-
Devil May Cry definitely, and then I think you could also do Uncharted, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say Dante. Dante would be great.
Yeah.
They've already got really good Tekken figures, so we don't need anything from that.
Oh, but
Yes,
Tekken,
that's a big can of worms right there.
yeah, Tekken would be a really good choice too. But I mean, we've got really good Tekken figures, and then we've got, what do they like the the Storm Collectibles. They make Tekken figures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With the Street Fighter ones.
Yeah.
Spike from Ape Escape.
Oh yeah. Ape Escape, yeah. I mean, I guess you could technically do Metal Gear Solid 2, even though it's like, I mean, a lot of these games are now cross-platform just because of licenses, and they're third-party developed, but originally for the original, PlayStation and PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3.
Alfred, Sackboy.
Yeah, exactly. Sackboy, and
I think there might be figures of that, but I think they're vinyls, right? They're like small vinyls.
I think so.
I think they are. They're vinyls.
Yeah.
What about like deep cuts of the PlayStation era? Like
Deep
one of my
cuts.
favorite games was Legend of Dragoon. I would love to
Yes.
Okay.
have like a deep cut figure of that. People are like, who the hell was it Dart? Is that what
Yeah, it
his
was
name?
Dart. Yeah.
it's like, who the hell is Dart, dude? I would love that, dude.
I
That's a good
swear
one.
I've seen Legend of Dragoon figures somewhere, and they're not bad.
Dude, I would love that. So I just wanted to make Legend of Dragoon remastered or a new game or
Something.
And a lot of like the Final Fantasy games, they've been multi-platform. They were on PlayStation for a long time. Now they're everywhere. You want to play them, you can even play them on your phone. I mean, but like the first few games that were 3D, 7, 8, 9, you could make a line out of those. And then, if you want to do later generation, the 13 series would be cool for toys. I mean, this could be so lucrative for Sony because of how I don't want to say vapid.
It comes down to like licensing issues, I think, because Sony doesn't own all those properties,
Right.
but they do own some of those studios. I found the Legend of Dragoon figures, Andy.
Oh, okay, cool. Send me that link later.
Yeah, totally will.
But yeah, like so look, if this is just like the first line, how many figures, and I don't know, what are your final picks for it?
Final picks for the first series?
Well, you got to have Spyro in there because I think Spyro was the direct competitor for Mario, at least in that first era. So Spyro
for sure. I really want to say Jack and Daxter.
I'll follow Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal.
Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We never brought this up.
You gotta like for those
Kaiju
smaller,
Laura
like
Croft.
yeah. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, Laura Croft from back in the day, from like 1990 the 90s. Laura Croft, like that pixelated.
Oh,
Laura
the
Croft.
pixelated.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
That could be like a cool. What are they called? Chicks figure.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just one in the box or whatever. Every two You get 2 of each one or whatever, but only one
But only
retro
one retro.
polygon.
No.
Now there's another cash grab right there, because you could technically have everybody stylized and as one like generalized figure, like, oh hey, this is what they look like. But then you can also put out a retro line and be like, yo, here are the retro polygonal figures, and then they kind of go from there.
Bro. Yep.
Yeah. So 7 figures, 6 figures, right? For our first line.
Yeah, usually 6, maybe 7.
Okay, so we got Spyro for sure. Ratchet
Alright.
and Jack and Daxter, not Ratchet and Clank. They can go see our second series.
Sweet Tooth.
Sweet
Sweet
Tooth.
Tooth. Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
What? No, dude. that's an N64 game, dude. Come on. Like, that is always gonna be like an N64 exclusive to me. I don't care how many times they re-release it. Oh, nice, Tez. You made me drop my phone. Anyway, okay, so we got Jack and Daxter, Spyro. We have to have like a good balance between the cutesy kind of guys and then the real super cool badass ones like Dante.
Well, definitely Sweet Tooth would fall in there. Dante, the guy from Siphon Filter, I don't even know his name.
Me neither. Sir Daniel Fortescue from Medieval. There you go, Andy.
You go. You could do Snake if Konami would allow the rights.
Yeah, right, dude. Konami holds on to its shit like it's never gonna be able to use it again.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, but you know, they made just recently. They had what were they? They were the Nendoroids. They had Snake as a Nendoroid a few years ago.
That's true. Yeah.
And that was long after freaking Kojima went ahead and said, go to hell. Dax is on fire with the chat. Booger Man.
Booger Man.
Wow. Silent Hill 1 Harry.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill. Silent Hill.
Yeah. Yes, that would be a great one too. Hey, even what's his name from Part 2? He's a little more iconic to me just because his game was a lot more hardcore, I guess.
Yeah, that game was pretty crazy. Silent Hill 2's. Yeah. Fatal Frame, since they were also exclusive, so.
Yeah. Let's see. It was Harry Mason 1 and what the hell was his name? James Sunderland in 2. James, that's right.
And then you can have Alex Mason in 3. No, it's not. That's the guy from Call of Duty. Whatever her name is.
Gabby asked, was Rayman for PlayStation? Wasn't Rayman like a Nintendo game at one point?
Dude, Rayman has always been around, but I never knew on what. Does that make sense?
I think there's a Nintendo, like I legit think there's a Super Nintendo Rayman game. I remember seeing something like that. It's old. It's like really old.
No, it is a very old property. Oh, first release September 1995 for the Game Boy Color.
Oh yeah.
What?
Wow.
Wow, dude.
And it looks gorgeous.
So apparently there was a canceled prototype for Rayman on the SNES.
Okay. Where did I read that? Because that just came out of nowhere. Because I just remember seeing that somewhere.
The Lost Media Archive. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question, King Brachyon. A Build-A-Figure?
Ooh, yeah. So now I was even thinking about that too. So if you had a Build-A-Figure, for example, would it be a retro figure, and you would get like all the pieces to make a retro figure? I mean, you could technically double dip with everybody, but if it was like, okay, I have to buy the entire line to get like retro figure number 1, which should be like, let's say like classic Lara Croft, like we were saying earlier, or even classic like Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 1. I mean, I would totally buy all those figures and be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's got to be a super desirable character because it,
How about the master lockpicking Jill from Resident Evil? I think that'd be great.
Well, then you can put her in some bread and make a Jill sandwich.
Oh man, you said it before I did. Okay, this is the issue I have with Build-A-Figures. If the Build-A-Figure is the same size as the rest of the figures that I'm buying, I don't want it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
That's a fair point.
I grew up with like Build-A-Figures being huge, Yeah.
I mean, to me, Build-A-Figures don't have to be like a certain scale because you're technically getting a free figure when you buy all of them. So it's like,
Yeah, but I want that figure to cost more than the rest of them that I'm buying. You're not gonna go into a store and pay $20 for a big ass Hulk or a big Apocalypse. What was one of the first Build-A-Figures? The Sentinel.
Yeah, I think so.
It was like Sentinel, or I think the really cool one was
Galactus.
Apocalypse. Yeah, there was a Galactus one too.
Yeah.
They're getting a 20-inch, 25-inch, or whatever figure with 6-inch figures, 7-inch figures. I'd super be happy with that. But the question is, who would it be?
I don't know. I mean, there's really. I mean, I didn't even know how you'd make a figure that large and put it in the series.
One of the first ones that popped in my head was a Big Daddy.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
or go with what Tez says in the group chat. Should be a Game Shark. Huh? A Game Shark? Remember that?
I don't think the Game Shark wouldn't it be a CD. Oh, what if the Build-A-Figure is a console?
Oh,
okay.
That is genius. That is genius. Done.
That's
Solved.
Okay,
we got it.
Okay.
That's it. That's the Build-A-Figure right there, and that I would pre-order the entire line if it came with a Build-A-Figure of PS1.
No. Here's another thing about the Build-A-Figure. Comes with let's say their systems, right? PS1 comes with a controller, but it also makes the startup noises.
Like a little button on the side.
Yeah, like a little button on
I
the
think
side.
you're reaching,
dude.
man.
That,
You're reaching. Yeah, that's too much.
I'd buy the damn thing by itself. Like, screw the rest of the figures. It'd be so cool to hear that horrible noise.
Horrible noise. A horrible noise that I loved as a child.
You can't describe it, dude. You can't describe what that sound is.
Like,
never mind. Andy can do it.
That's the best I can remember. That's the best I remember, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dax is on fire pissed because we turn down his suggestions every time.
What was his first one?
Okay, like the first one was
Booger Man,
and then there was what else we got here?
Conquer.
Unsubbed. And then you said a Game Shark.
Says the grandpa from Donkey Kong. Cranky Kong?
Yeah, I think he is. Reported to Better Business Bureau. Okay, guys. Looks like we got canceled. Man, you could even do some deep cuts from like other countries, like Pepsi Man. But you couldn't call him Pepsi Man. Like you definitely could not call him Pepsi Man. You could do like a Ridge Racer car, or
you'll figure the Sneak King.
Oh man, hell yeah! we did the Xbox 360 line, and you got the Sneak King. That's the Build-A-Figure, man. Large.
You sold me already.
Sold you.
I would think at that. Hell yeah.
The point I was trying to get with that or whatever is that a lot of these consoles have untapped potential when it comes to figures.
I'm gonna. Oh man.
Maybe a Build-A-Figure
on fire, whatever you
ourselves.
I think we need a ban Dax is on fire.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, you want to go and close it up, like the final selection? I don't even think we picked it. The final.
We didn't, dude. It's too.
It's pretty hard.
It's too hard because there's a lot of iconic figures that we would have to put in like wave one to be like presentable. But you just can't start with all the bangers because then it's like, well, what do you say for like the other ways? You gotta have.
Yeah.
You gotta have like the undesirable ones like Fat Princess.
Yeah.
Okay, for Fat Princess is wave one. That's it.
There you go. We're done.
You gotta,
but you gotta bundle her with like a really important Build-A-Figure piece.
Yeah, like the head or like the torso, and then like, oh well, you gotta buy Fat Princess.
There we go. Love Fat Princess.
Toy building is super devious.
That's hard. That's really hard. Can't believe people just get paid to just sit in a room like, hey, what kind of figures can we think about to make? It's hard, man.
Or like they sit in a room and they're like, hey, how can we screw over consumers by making them buy every single thing? That way we can make more money off of them.
Tez it out for a fucking stream up, dude.
build a figure of ICP from Backyard Wrestling? No.
A Fago build a figure.
No joke. I think they are making ICP figures this year. I think I read that somewhere on like my wrestling figure Patreon group. I don't quote me on that, but I think I heard someone saying about
I
that.
am going to quote the fact that you're part of a wrestling figure Patreon.
Hey man, don't knock it. It's pretty awesome. It's really cool. But yeah, you got anything else? Should we call it a time?
Yeah, I think that should be good. I think a good PlayStation, not PlayStation 1 in general, maybe PS2 to PS3. Because once we start getting to PS4, I mean that's just last generation. Or
right?
I mean,
yeah, it's less variety. All right.
Yeah, but I would still definitely buy figures from PS4. Don't get me wrong. Like we had Bloodborne figures. I would totally buy Bloodborne figures.
I did want to add Bloodborne to that or whatever, but I think they have the potential to have their entire own line.
Can you answer my dogs?
Yes, I can.
Oh, you're good. From that was my second choice, but I'll save it for another one because From Software has a lot of potential too.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, a lot of potential, and a lot of people that have been asking for figures and don't have the budget for $700 to $800 figures. So
I mean, we're still asking for other games too, bastards.
That too.
Priorities. That's what it is.
Or a T-Rex from Dino Crisis and make it huge as shit so Trey can shut up about Sue's.
Size.
Dr. Strain, it has to be the part of the PlayStation that makes a noise. Oh, that would be perfect to package in with Fat Princess.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, they'd be like, well, or the controller even. You're like, dang.
Yeah. A little mini controller.
Man, as long as I get Fat Princess, that's all good, man. God, what a great game, dude. I remember playing the hell of it.
I remember seeing the character for the first time.
I was like, screw it, I want to play Fat Princess. I remember that.
That's what I was gonna say. The first time I saw that character was in PlayStation All Stars. I was like, I don't know who this is.
Dude, I love that game.
Yeah, I do too. It died way too soon. It needed to have like a billion sequels like Smash does, but maybe
wasn't the explosion guy in it? Explosion Man, Explodey guy.
Well, he was DLC.
Oh no shit. Okay,
yeah, I think so. Well,
the game was okay. I thought it was fine.
It was a little too floaty. I mean, it was kind of like Brawl, but with like PlayStation characters. I mean, it was still a very I mean, it's still a serviceable game. I mean, I can't knock it completely.
It was cool. It was just they didn't want to copy Smash Bros. Too much, so their whole health system was like really redundant.
Yeah. Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. Is that from Dark Souls? Bloodborne.
It's close. She is one of the coolest characters. But anyway,
well, great choice. I loved it. Let's send it to Sony. Let's get the contract, and we'll start making the figures tomorrow.
I already have it copyrighted, bro.
There you go.
Or trademark, whatever it is.
Alrighty. So guys, that's pretty much the show. Should we thank everybody for showing up and?
Yeah, thanks everybody except Cortez for showing up. I mean,
no, thank you for showing up and doing it. I love his banter.
His last suggestion: build a fig could be the box from Metal Gear. Reported.
Cease and desist.
Dang it! Always got to derail the live stream when we get reported for talking.
It's fine. But no, thank you for watching and everything. We'll do this again. I don't know, soon. We try to do this like every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, something like that.
Well, we tried to do it every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Last week was just not a good week for me, unfortunately. But hopefully we get back into the swing of things. Again, we got a lot more content coming from the Con universe, especially me, since I'm actually getting off my lazy ass and making videos again. I'm excited.
I did record a lot of footage and stuff like that, but editing videos is very daunting to me.
Yeah.
I was say I recorded something like an audio of something that's like very short. It's like under 13 minutes, but I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's the editing process. I'm using multiple clips, so that's gonna take a while to get it out. But
Right.
When it's done, it's done.
Yeah,
I
and
do have a Dragon Ball Super unboxing. I don't know how many of our viewers are actually interested in stuff like that,
I
but
actually enjoyed that live stream. I thought it was really cool, and I like the way
I
they
was
had
actually
everything set
surprised
up.
how clean it came out.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
it looks nice. So,
I was very impressed. That was a good one. That was a good one.
oh, thank you.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, thank you so much to all you guys for actually watching with us and hanging out, because doing this with viewers makes it even more fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for the next live stream. We'll announce it over on our Facebook, and of course you'll get notifications if you hit that notification bell here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit subscribe on this channel. Leave a like if you like this video and what we were talking about. Thanks everybody for coming in and commenting. Yeah,
and we'll work on spooky stuff, man. If y'all really like that conversation we had, like, we'll work on something like spooky and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's cool conversational content. I mean,
yeah, like
stuff is
there's like an alien supposedly buried like 3 hours away from where I live because this UFO crashed in the 1800s, and I kind of want to go see it. So maybe one day I'll drive 3 hours and go look at it. I'm not even joking. That really did happen.
Dude, I might go with you.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, like I would totally be down for a road trip on that.
that is scary as hell.
Yeah, like it's like the Texas Roswell. Like Google it. Apparently they found a dead spaceman. They buried it in an unmarked grave in this Texas town.
Wow.
That is super cool.
Yeah, but we'll talk about spooky stuff like that another time. We'll figure it out.
And hopefully during the day, because I gotta go to sleep, guys, and I'm gonna be poopy scared. So,
Okay, that's fine. Well, yeah. Well, thank you all for watching.
Yeah, guys, I'm TreyPewPew. I do have my own Twitch channel. Go ahead and go check it out. Twitch.tv/TreyPewPew. Exactly how it sounds. The sweet angel of a sweetheart. Pete put it in the description.
Yeah, down here in the description, TreyPewPew. You can catch Andy and I over here on the Tugakan Universe, of course. I may
You can also follow us on Twitter. Plug your Twitter, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at IHatePartyPete.
At TreyPewPew for me.
There you go.
Follow me at No, I'm sorry. Follow me at AndyCon77 on Twitter. I used my middle name. Yeah,
middle name. We got a couple of questions real quick in the chat that we'll get to, and then we'll call it a night. Royal Rumble predictions really quickly. I don't know, Andy. You take it there.
I want to say Shinsuke Nakamura because they been pushing him a little bit lately, but my gut is telling me Cesaro as a sleeper because they've been sleeping on Cesaro for years, and I think if you have like a feud with Cesaro and any champion, it's gonna be compelling because he can work. So I want to say Cesaro, so I'm gonna say Cesaro.
I would enjoy a push for Cesaro since he seems like he really does deserve it. Will Andy become a kaiju if he gets powers?
No, he'll get smaller.
Yeah, he'll get smaller. Everyone else would be a kaiju. Something like that.
Royal Rumble prediction: Stone Cold's gonna take it this year, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Shawn Michaels is gonna come out and grab the belt from the top of the ring post or whatever. There you go.
That's cool, guys. No, I mean, like, I'm actually pretty excited for the Royal Rumble. I'm actually glad I have the next few days off, so I'm gonna kick back. You all want to do a live stream of the Royal Rumble? Just watch it like a live. I'll watch it.
I don't know shit about wrestling. You guys know that.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I haven't watched. Like the only wrestling I watch is Botchamania, and I love Botchamania. So
I'm a kid from the Attitude Era, man. Like I can't. I just compare everything to that, and everything else makes me sad.
Okay, well, but yeah, I'd say I'm really looking for the Royal Rumble. I mean, I'll probably talk about it on, I don't know, probably on Twitter or something. So I don't know.
Will you talk about that nightmare you had where Brock Lesnar's a monster and he's destroying San Antonio?
You know what? We'll talk about that another time. I'm hungry.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Hear about this.
Imagine being Andy, shake my head. Dang.
Okay.
All right, we gotta stop. We keep on answering these questions or whatever. We are not gonna finish with this, and this is already 12 minutes shy from being 2 hours long.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And yeah, thank you everybody again. We love you for coming back and enjoying the show. Please, share this show, share this channel with your loved and your hated ones. Stay safe, wear a mask.
How would you plug that to people you hate? Like, hey, just watch this crap because I hate you, you jackass.
Like, I think it would be more of like hey, I'm gonna piss somebody off. Here you go. Okay. Here's this link. Okay. Here.
Yeah, it's more of the like you give it to the people you secretly hate.
There you go.
They don't know you hate
it. And they don't know what the content is until they actually get it, and they're like, oh goodness.
Okay. But yeah, wear a mask and stay safe, everybody.
All right, and I'm saving all these chats too. We'll get to your questions next time. Yeah, wear a damn mask.
Yeah, be careful out there. If you guys do go out, wear a mask. If you can't breathe in it, then stay home.
Yeah, okay. Send me some Big Red.
Send Pete some Big Red.
Send me some Big Red.
All right, send him some Big Red. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to bed now because I gotta go sock Pete in the face tomorrow. So,
I'm gonna stream some Super Nintendo after this or whatever. So if you guys want to stay up a little bit longer, go ahead.
Go follow this man. Stream. He's gonna go play Super Nintendo. Go.
You were gonna say something else.
I would say Toomba or Pumbaa. What's that game? Pumbaa.
Nobody knows what Toomba is, dude.
No one knows what that game is. That's a deep cut.
All right, everybody. Good night.
We'll see y'all later.